I'm Aaron Nord. I work in the IT department and I'm an applications developer. I work on such applications as the employee app, ITAT, and the brand new IO Tech Sale. I started homebrewing about 10 years ago. It came from an interest in craft beer. I wasn't really that familiar with craft beer at the time, and I started trying different ones, and I learned that I really liked them. And at the time I was living in an apartment in downtown St. Louis, and I got a kit to be able to do it on my stovetop. My first batch was a Maybach, which was a lager, which was actually kind of a more advanced kit, but somehow I didn't mess it up. And it turned out pretty decent. And so I kept going and keep doing batch after batch. And I've had some that weren't so great, but overall they've been pretty enjoyable, so it just kept me going. So the process usually starts by making a yeast starter. The yeast are the organisms that eat the sugar that create alcohol. But on brew day, I start heating my water and I crush grains. And the grains are barley and or wheat or oats or really any type of fermentable grain. And that goes into hot water, and it's almost like a tea. And it mixes the water mixes with the grains, and it grabs the sugars off the grains. And that's what the yeast is going to eat later on. After that's done, we bring it to a boil and throw in usually a few additions of hops. And hops are really what balance that sweetness from the grain. You've got the sweet, sugary grain mixed with the bitterness from a hop. And after the boil, we cool it down and we put it into the fermenter, and then we add our yeast. And that takes a week or two to ferment. The yeast are eating the sugar, they're off-gassing CO2 and creating alcohol. And after that's all complete, package it up and it's ready to drink. The neat thing about homebrewing is that it encompasses so many different things: chemistry, biology, engineering, and it all kind of comes to a confluence in homebrewing. And the neat thing is you can kind of explore each one of those topics as much as you want to. And that is really what kept me going. I have an interest in creating my own equipment, so I created my own electric brewery and followed in the footsteps of a lot of people who have put their information out there, but really lets me kind of make things, not just the beer, but the things that make the beer. Cheers!